What is going on, y'all? So it's so much to talk about. So it's American Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Last week I talked about how it is also October, so it's also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And it's also LGBTQ plus Queer History Month, okay? There's so many things that take place in the month of October. I'm also a Libra. It's my birthday month. Woo woo. October 15th, baby, which is also the founding day of the Black Panther Party. October 15th, 1966. Okay, so it's so many things going on this month, but in this particular video, shout out to Flint. In this particular video, I'm talking about breast cancer awareness. You know, every year I do my hardest to walk in the annual breast cancer awareness. There's a spider up there. Annual breast cancer awareness walk, and then I also do the Relay for Life as well. So about twice a year I'm doing something, and I'm rather walking, donating, fundraising, sharing, a mixture. And I've been doing this for a while. God, at least 11 years now, and I'm about to be 32. And I get together with fellow University of Michigan Flint Extension Campus alumni and current students, and we walk. We get together. This year, I walk for multiple reasons. Number one, I walk because I've lost family members and friends, community members, people that I know of from breast cancer, from various types of cancer. Number two, I care about raising funds for research so we can find cures to cancers. Breast cancer, but there's multiple types of cancer. So in general, I'm just raising funds and doing my hardest to raise funds and support for research so we can develop cures and better alternative treatment options and plans. And also, number three, I walk and I participate because I don't think it makes sense that anybody that's battling cancer, that's battling breast cancer or any type of cancer, or anybody that needs health care and needs to get medical attention, they shouldn't have to worry about, being denied because they don't have health care insurance or because they have a pre-existing condition. They shouldn't have to worry about going into bankruptcy to pay for life-saving treatments. Or they shouldn't have to worry about crowdfunding for healthcare, for life-saving treatments. So there's various reasons why I walk, and I participate in this. But I want to say this because there's something that has to be, to me, needs to be addressed. All of you know I'm very much political, and pretty much any and everything I do is going to be around politics. It's going to be around social issues. It's going to be around economics. It's going to be around life and reality and my lived experiences as well, and my lived reality as well, right? So you know where I'm getting at with this, right? So, I'm essentially a left-leaning, loudmouth liberal, progressive liberal, democratic socialist, left-leaning, right? We, if it hasn't been made, obvious, or you had any, ideas, assumptions, questions, there you go. That's me. I typically vote Democratic for the Democratic Party. And I also typically vote for the Green Party and any party that the working family parties have, any candidate that the Working Family Party has endorsed. I'll research to follow up to see their endorsements, and then I vote like that. But obviously, the three that I just listed, obviously, I'm left-leaning, okay? So, with all that being said, when you look at Project 2025, okay, and you look at the Republican Conservative Party currently in the USA, they don't want you to be able to go to the doctor if you have pre-existing health conditions. They want insurance providers, insurance companies to go back to how it used to be prior to the Affordable Care Act of 2010 under Democratic President Barack Hussein Obama and Vice President Joseph R. Biden, 2008 to 2016. But in 2010, it was a bipartisan, keep that in mind. At that time in 2010, it was a bipartisan act that was passed with Democrats and Republicans and third-party folks that were elected. It was passed because we understood, hey, we need a better healthcare system. And the thing is, the Affordable Care Act is not perfect. It is far from perfect. I'm not here to make it seem like it's just, rainbows and rosies and polka dots and candy and little dogs and cats. No, it's not that. It's not. But it's better than people being denied for having pre-existing health conditions. It allowed over 40 million Americans, people in the USA, to be able to finally have health care coverage. And so many people still, unfortunately, in this country, in the USA, still do not have health care coverage and or have health care insurance plans that are unaffordable, high deductions, high copays. People are either going without, so they're not going to get routine health care checks, physicals and what have you, pap smears. I'm just being honest, mammograms, having your prostate checked. A lot of folks aren't getting care. They're not even getting dental or vision care, right? Let alone mental care, health care. And that's dangerous, right? Because we can't really catch preventative diseases if we're not getting routine checks. And then also we have folks who are anti-vaccine, and that's you. I'm not anti-vaccine, right? I believe in vaccinations, honey. I believe in science. Sorry. But I also believe in bodily autonomy. I believe in free choice and my body, my choice. So the same way that you don't want folks to get abortions, I don't want folks to not get vaccines, but I can't force you to get a vaccine, right? Because I respect your bodily autonomy. I respect my body, my choice. That's your body, your choice. So I'm not, I can preach all day and talk about why you should get it and suggest it and blah, 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 but I can't force you, right? But anyways, pre-existing health conditions such as breast cancer, such as any type of cancer. But think about folks who have breast cancer currently. How would they be able to get treatment if healthcare insurance providers can decide to deny a person for having a pre-existing health condition that they don't want to cover because the risk and the more amount of money that can potentially be pushed out to care for that person goes up. So therefore, the healthcare insurances before the Affordable Care Act of 2010, could deny folks. So you look at all these people that have breast cancer, all of these women, mothers, men, fathers, people, human beings, theys and thems, anybody can get breast cancer, and anybody can get any type of cancer. There's so many various types of cancer. So many different types. And you want somebody to be getting denied coverage? The fact that these are still $1 in 2024 in today's price gouging economy. Shout out to Arizona. It's still one of my favorites. And of course, I picked my mom, her favorite one, Mancho Mango. I prefer the watermelon one. I'll do the Mancho Mango. I'll also do the Arnold Palm. The Arnold Palm is really good. But anyways, I believe we should have universal health care. I believe we should expand the Medicare program, and it should just be Medicare for all. As much as we pay in taxes, as much as all of us are paying in taxes, it makes no sense that our federal taxes cannot go towards affordable health care across the board, where it's just straight up universal. Everybody has access to quality, affordable, inclusive, equitable, and quality healthcare insurance through our tax dollars. We're all paying. Our tax dollars should benefit us some damn times. So yes, I support universal healthcare. I support Medicare for all. But that's something that Republicans, conservatives, they don't support that. So something to think about. I'm just being real. You know I'm political. And I just told you at the beginning, I'm left-leaning. Typically vote for the Green Party, Democrats, and whoever the Working Families Party endorses. With further research, I will support them if they're in my area. And if they're not in my area, I would still donate to their campaign. And if I can afford to get down there, I'll even walk and canvass and phone bank. That's what I do. I volunteer. I work around the clock. Because I am an actual participant. Because unfortunately, just being honest, politics is not a spectator sport. It's not you can just sit back and watch from the sideline. You really do need to get involved. Now, I'm not saying you got to do everything that everyone is doing. Do what works for you and what's comfortable for you is basically where I'm at. And also, I'm not saying that politics and elections are the only tool in the toolbox, because it's not. There's multiple tools in the toolbox. Again, use the tools or tool that works best for you. I use voting, politics, civic engagement, outreach, activism, legislation, policy, fundraising, donating time, money, energy, support, resources, mutual aid. I do a little bit of everything in some frame or fashion to fight for liberation, to fight for freedom, equality, equity, and justice, right? That's just me. But sending love and sending prayers and positive thoughts, but also moving in action for those who are battling breast cancer, who are surviving breast cancer, and to the families and friends and loved ones of those who are battling and surviving breast cancer, sending you love and positive energy. And to those who are no longer here due to breast cancer, moment of silence. May they rest in peace, eternal peace. And may those families and loved ones continue to be covered in love, compassion, and support. But we can do better with our healthcare, with healthcare insurance, with making sure people get preventative care, with also serving and protecting those with pre-existing health conditions. We can and we should do better.